Hey guys, welcome back. Today there's a couple of things I want to talk about. One is cover crops. The second one is a question I've been asked very recently. Would I still buy this land if I knew what the situation was with the water? First things first, I had to make some quick adjustments to the plough as it was pulling to one side. When it's set up correctly, it doesn't pull the tractor either way. The tractor keeps in a nice straight line. No one teaches you this stuff, by the way. This is stuff that you just learn on the fly, it would appear. This probably doesn't look very exciting, just slow, steady work, but it is important. If I'm honest, ploughing's not really my style. I usually prefer no-till. It protects the bacteria, holds in moisture, and lets the soil do its own work in its own time. More natural, more sustainable. But after so much rain and regrowth, this made perfect sense. It's not about control, it's about giving the soil a better chance. All the wild grasses get turned back in, adding organic matter that will slowly rot down and feed the sun hemp we'll plant next. It's quite funny that immediately the dogs lie down on the newly ploughed soil because it's nice and cool for their bellies. On's done this plenty of times. He knows straight away when the plough's pulling off. Just a few tweaks and we were back in rhythm. It's quiet work, but it's part of the rhythm out here. Prepare the ground, trust the process, and don't fight the land. Once the soil was ready, our worker, P2, got started with the seeding. Now it might look like he's just walking along throwing seeds, but it's a lot harder than it looks, I can assure you. There's a real knack to it. You've got to throw just the right amount, not too much, not too little, and keep it even all the way across the field. Otherwise you end up with clumps in one spot and nothing in another. It's one of those jobs that seems really easy until you actually try doing it properly. Planting teung, also known as sun hemp, is one of the best cover crops you can grow in a place like this. It grows fast, fixes nitrogen in the soil, and once established you can chop it back to make instant mulch right where you need it. We're growing it for the soil. This land's been hit hard by heat, erosion, and just plain neglect. So we need to rebuild it before we try to grow anything serious. Come on. Now, yeah, nice and cool now. Yeah, it's great we're getting a light rain now, guys. We just finished seeding the teung this morning. Honestly, I'd prefer not to plough if we could avoid it. I'm not a fan of ploughing actually, for the impact on the soil and stuff from a sustainable point of view, but we're also at the same time we're ploughing in all the wild grasses and stuff, which puts a lot of organic matter into the soil as well. Added to the fact that teung adds a load of nitrogen, it fixes the nitrogen into the soil. So guys, this is where we actually planted it. We've got about half a rye here, I'd say, maybe a little bit more. With this between the swales, this is between swales 1 and 2. And then a little bit between swales 2 and 3. there, and then finally, final little bit. Here you go. This is swale between 3 and 4. Would I still buy this land if I knew what the situation was with the water? Now, this is not an easy question to answer, but let me explain, and it may help you avoid some very expensive mistakes. Honestly, I thought it'd be a fairly straightforward question, but the more I thought about it, the more complicated it became. When we were looking for land, we saw loads of plots, and yep, a lot of them were expensive. The upside? They had decent access, boreholes, solar pumps already fitted, but they were also small, 1 to 3 rye, and even then the price per rye was more than I wanted to pay. Then we found this place. It was definitely on the cheaper end, and for good reason. Poor road access, no known water sources, and at the time we didn't really understand the risk. We thought, no problem, we'll just dig a borehole. What we didn't realise was this: if you don't find water, the land itself can become virtually useless as a homestead, unless you get really lucky and municipal water comes through one day, and in many places that's a very long shot. So on one hand, you've got land with proven water, borehole, good pressure, maybe even irrigation access, but it will cost you 3 times more per rye, and sometimes more. Still, what you're buying isn't just land, it's certainty. When you go for cheap land, you're spinning the roulette wheel. Maybe you strike gold, or maybe you drill 3 or 4 times, spend a fortune, and end up with nothing. Let's be real, if there's no rain, no borehole, no mains water, the land is dead weight. You can't sell it, you can't farm it, you're stuck. So would I buy this land again? Yes, I would, but I'd do a lot more research first. I'd look into local water data, ask more questions, ask neighbours, ask friends, compare more options, and speak to many more land agents. And one last thing, even if you do get lucky with water, you still need the mindset to carry the project through. Turning land into a working homestead can be one of the most incredible feelings in the world, but getting there takes determination and resilience. What's going on here? What's going on here? Hey? Arr. Arr. What's going on here, little Rudy? Hey, Lisa, what's going on? It's not time for feeding. No. Oi. Ow. Oi. Oi. It's not time for... Lisa, it's not time for feeding, love. Come on, babe. What are you doing there? Huh? Rudy, what's all this about, huh? What's Rudy Pooty, what's all this about? Huh? Now look at my trousers. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do comment. If you're using teung, for example, or sunn hemp, please comment what your experience is. It is a fantastic cover crop, and we will give you an update on that soon. I also hope you find the information useful about whether I'd buy this land again. I know it's a bit of a complex issue, but hopefully that helped answer any questions that you have. Take care, guys. Speak to you soon.
It's okay, don't worry. That's it. You sleep.